Hi, are you a Windows person, comfortable with ease of use, plug and play, support, but at the same time you want to have some Linux applications which uses rich open source libraries and other powerful features that Linux provides, and you're looking for an easy way to run these Linux applications on Windows where you are comfortable? Well, there is good news. I am not talking about using an open source hypervisor, create a Linux virtual machine, run your application inside the virtual machine with tons of steps, variants, high probability of errors, and no support available. No, not that. What I am talking about is using a tried, tested, easy to set up and deploy solution, which is Microsoft Azure IoT Edge for Linux on Windows or just eFlow. Click install, run a couple of config commands, and you're set. First, we need to install eFlow on your Windows system. It cannot be done on a home edition of Windows, it has to be any other Windows editions. The process to install is easy, it is well documented. We will also go through that in the demo. To run a Linux application inside the eFlow on your Windows, the straightforward and recommended way is to get an Azure account and then connect your computer running eFlow with an IoT Edge device entry in the Azure portal. This is done using a unique string that you get from the portal. You just have to copy that and paste that in your system and it works. By the way, this works with the free Azure account too. Now we are all set. We can just add the link to the Linux solution in the Azure portal and it gets automatically downloaded and runs into the Edge PC. We will go over all of these steps in the demo. I'm using an Intel NUC and we have Windows 10 installed. First, we need to enable Hyper-V in Windows. Go to Settings, Apps, Programs and Features, enable Windows features and check Hyper-V. Your system will need to restart after this. Now let us download eFlow. Go to this link in your browser and the latest version of eFlow will get downloaded. The link is in the description. Once downloaded, let's just double click and install. Now in settings apps, we see we have Azure IoT Edge or eFlow in our system. Next, open a Windows PowerShell terminal as administrator. Run Set-ExecutionPolicy. Next step is deploy. Before that, we need to decide how many CPU cores, how much of memory, how much of hard disk space we want to assign to this eFlow. And for this demo, we will use one CPU core, 4 GB RAM and 10 GB storage. We now have a Linux inside our Windows. Let us check the Linux terminal. Just type connect-eflow and there we have our Linux terminal in Windows. Do we have anything running inside this Linux? Well, nothing yet. Remember the slide where we have to connect this with an Azure IoT Edge? Let's do that now. Log into your Azure portal, create an IoT hub, go into that and then create an IoT Edge. Go into that and copy this connection string. Back in the PowerShell, run the Provision-EflowVm command along with string copied from the portal. In a minute, you can see there are already two modules running in eFlow. These are the default hub and agent modules from Azure. Next, we need to get our own Linux solution into the system. For that, store your Linux solution as a container in any of the container registries. It could be Azure Container Registry, Docker Hub, or other. Now go to IoT Edge device in the portal, click on Set Modules. Here you have to give the path to your Linux module. In some time, based on the size of your solution, you can see that the solution is downloaded and working in eFlow on your system. For a demo of deploying custom solution and other features like static IP, deploying an AI solution using graphics, watch the upcoming videos.